Good afternoon and welcome to the news at noon on Alayo Online Radio TV. I am Oluwatoyin Elebute, bringing you the top stories making headlines this afternoon. These are the headlines. Tinubu transmits 24 health bills to Senate. And federal government deploys military retirees to secure ungoverned spaces. Jigawa court ordered 10 million naira apology for mass detained 10 years without trials. Tinubu condolence Super Eagle Ndidi on father's death. Tinubu condoles Super Eagle Ndidi on father's death. And in the world of sports, Egypt dumped Nigeria out of African handball champs. Egypt dumped Nigeria out of African handball champs. And CAF may ban towel after AFCON rule. CAF may ban towel after AFCON rule. Before the news and details, let's go on a break.
Ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tí wọ́n ti rìnrìn àjò láì fẹnu kan ohunkóhun.
Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn, ẹ wá gbọ́ tuntun. Ìròyìn ayọ̀ ni mo mú wá fún yín nípa àjọ ọmọlúwàbí tí a pè ní àjọ Yorùbá Land Health Charity Foundation. Tí wọ́n bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun. Ẹ súnmọ́ bí ẹ wá fetí gbéyàwó ọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn àjọ yìí nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun wà fún mímọ rírì ìdàgbàsókè àti láti lè gbé èdè òun àṣà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ga. Ní Nàìjíríà àti ní diaspora. Ṣíṣe ìdásílẹ̀ àṣà lóríṣiríṣi fún ìrónilágbára ìrànlọ́wọ́ nípa ètò ìwé kíkà fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Lápapọ̀ kò tán síbẹ̀ o. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ń gbé nílẹ̀ yìí tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìgbáyégbádùn àwarawa àti ìbáṣepọ̀ tó mọ́yán lórí. Bí ara ẹni jì pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe olùtọ́nà nípa ètò ìmúpadàbọ̀sípò láti lè jẹ́ ká mọ̀ dájú wípé a lè ní ìbáṣepọ̀ tó lọ́rìn. Tí kò sì ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò òṣèlú tàbí ẹ̀sìn kankan. Bí kò ṣe nípa àṣà tó múnádóko láàrin ara wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àti ìwàláàyè ìtọ́jú ara wa o. Ìtọ́jú ẹyin, ìtọ́jú ojú wà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso Yorùbá Land Health Charity Foundation. Olùdarí àjọ Mr. Abdullahi Mustapha Ẹlẹ́wìodò. Yorùbá Land Health Charity Foundation. Àjọ tí kò rọ̀gbọ̀kú lè jọba. Tó sì ṣe ìdápadà ayò òun ìfẹ́ láàrin ọmọ Yorùbá nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun.
Mo gbé titun dé o pẹ̀lú locate my ride ọkọ̀ nílò pẹ̀lú ààbò tó péye dìrọ̀rùn gbá. Ará àdúgbò mo gbé titun dé o pẹ̀lú locate my ride ọkọ̀ nílò pẹ̀lú ààbò tó péye dìrọ̀rùn gbá. Locate My Ride is a smart car tracking solution that sends you an instant alert the moment your car moves without your permission. Kí èèyàn fowó lárọ̀ kọ̀bọ̀gìnì kó túmọ̀ wá káyà sókè torí àwọn ajínasẹ̀ tí ń jẹ wọn ajígbọ́n. Ìyẹn dé wọ̀ whether you are at home, at work or asleep. Locate My Ride keeps watch 247, real-time update, detailed report, customizable alert. Ní gbogbo ìgbà ni o mọ bí ọkọ̀ rẹ gbé wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé tí ilé-iṣẹ́ Locate My Ride gbé dé lásìkò yìí. Just confidence and peace of mind. You can protect your car. Try protect your investment by calling or WhatsApp Locate My Ride on 0807 151 1451 or follow us on Instagram at Locate My Ride 247 with our reliable, secure and user-friendly solution.
Ó pẹ́ tí mo ti ń gbọ́ rédíò káàkiri ayé. Ìgbà tí mo ṣalábàápàdé Aláyọ̀ rédíò TV. Rédíò tó bù àyà. Gbogbo oúnjẹ fẹ́ gbé ó tún wá gbà púpọ̀. Ó tún wá ń ṣe bẹbẹ yàtọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Káàkiri àgbáyé ni wọ́n ti ń gbọ́ wa. Kábíyèsí fún gbogbo àwọn ìkànnì mi. Ẹ bá ń ṣí fìlà kórí adé. Kábíyèsí o. Alára àgbà yìí dá ní ìkànnì Aláyọ̀ jẹ́ fún gbogbo ìkànnì mi. Ògbóǹtarìgì ni wọ́n níbi ká ṣe. Live broadcast, music training, live streaming, photoshoot studio, ẹ̀ka ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́, audio mixing studio àti àwọn ètò lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ìròyìn tó gbóná fẹlẹ́lẹ́fẹlẹ́lẹ́ àti gbígbé àṣà àtẹ̀sìn lárugẹ. Ètò nípa lọ́kọláya, eré ìdárayá láti ẹnu àwọn atọ́kùn tó dáńtọ́. Opposite Glory filling station Ẹlẹ́wìodò along Ọjọ́ Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn láfi kalẹ̀ sí. Ẹ lè pè wá sórí 0913 609 3243 tàbí 0707 979 0863. Aláyọ̀ rédíò TV ìkànnì tí kò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́.
Welcome back. Now the news and details. The Senate has received 24 health sector bills from President Bola Tinubu for legislative consideration in line with Section 58 Bracket 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The bill were convened in a later address to the Senate and read during plenary by the Senator President, Senator Godswill Akpabio. Tinubu explains that the proposed registration follows a comprehensive review of existing health sector laws carried out by the Attorney General of the Federation of Minister of Justice in collaboration with the Minister of Health and Social Welfare and subsequently approved by the Federal Executive Council. According to the president, the bills are aimed at stemming governance structure across health institutions by reducing overplotted board membership with a view to improve efficiency, effectiveness, and service delivery with the sector. He noted that the proposed legislation covered a wide range of health institutions and regulatory bodies, including tertiary and teaching hospitals, specialty hospital, professional council, and regulating agency. The federal government has unveiled plans to deploy military veterans to help secure Nigeria's ungoverned space. As part of strategies to strengthen national security and drive economic activities in conflict-affected areas. This follows the inaugurations of an 18th-member committee by the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa Red, tasked with reclaiming ungoverned spaces for economic viability and repositioning the Nigerian Legion Corps of Commissionaries and Veterans. A statement on Wednesday by the Minister of Deputy Director of Information, Edlin Chukwu, on behalf of the Director of Information and Public Relations, said the committee was inaugurated on Tuesday at the Minister of Defense Headquarters, Abuja, with the Minister represented by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Richard Filangwa. Speaking at the event, Musa said the deployment of veteran onto ungoverned spaces would complement ongoing military operations by bringing experienced personnel into local institutions and development efforts, particularly in areas where state presence remain weak. According to the minister, the initiative reflects a strategic shift from an over-reliance on military offensive to a more inclusive and sustainable approach to a security that tackles the socio-economic drivers of insecurity. The minister reeled out the 3 terms of reference of the committee to include 1. To reposition the veterinary community to support national economic development, to deploy veterans to secure ungoverned space and ensure that the areas are broad enough under effective oversight and development. President Bola Tinubu has extended condolences to Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi on the death of his father, Sunday Ndidi. Sunday Ndidi reportedly died in a road accident on Tuesday in Umunede near Agbo, Delta State. In a statement issued on Wednesday by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the president described the death as a tragic and expressed sympathy with the footballer and his family. I am deeply saddened by the tragic death of Sunday Ndidi. I shared the grief of his family, friends, and association, particularly Wilfred Ndidi, who shared a strong bond with his father as a mentor and guide in his remarkable career as an exceptional footballer. There is no doubt that Sunday modest beginning and honesty greatly impacted those who looked up to him for inspirations, the president said. A Jigawa State High Court has ordered the immediate release of Mr. Joe Sabo, who was detained for more than a decade without trials, awarding him 10 million naira in damages and directing the authorities to issue a public apology. News gathered that Sabo was arrested in 2014 over allegations of criminal conspiracy and armed robbery, but remained in custody for over 10 years without his case proceeding to trial. Delivering judgment on Tuesday in a fundamental rights enforcement suit at the High Court sitting in Binu-Kudu, Justice Ado Yusuf Binu-Kudu rules that Sabo prolonged detention amounted to a gross violation of his constitutional rights. The response are ordered to discharge the applicant, Mr. Joe Sabo alias Yo, from detention forthwith, the judge declared. Justice Binukudo also ordered the Attorney General of Jigawa State, the Commission of Police, to jointly pay Sabo 10 million naira as compensation for the unlawful detention. And on the world of sports, grieving Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi has revealed that he spoke with his father Sunday Ndidi just hours before the retired military officers died in an road accident in Delta State on Tuesday, the Punch reports. Ndidi's father was reportedly involved in an accident in Umunede, Delta State, and was confirmed dead after being rushed to a hospital in Agbo, also in Delta State. The death was confirmed by the player club Turkish side Bestisha at about noon on Tuesday. In an Instagram post, the 29-year-old expressed deep sadness over the loss, revealing that they had spoken earlier that day. Eraj, you called me this morning with excitement in your voice, but deep down it was a goodbye, Ndidi wrote. What about the thing we talked about so we won't talk again? Only memories. Ndidi, who recently captained Nigeria to the third place finish at the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco, scored his first international goals for the country during the tournament and dedicated his Kanu Nwankwo-inspired celebrations to his father, alongside admirer of the former Super Eagles captain. President of the Confederations of African Football Referee Committee, Oliver Safari, has suggested that the governing body may review regulations surrounding the use of towel by goalkeepers following the controversies that erupted during the recent African Cup of Nations in Morocco. The issue first surfaced during Nigeria's semi-final clash against host Morocco, when Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali was repeatedly distracted by stadium officials who interfered with his towel, a sense that quickly went viral on social media. The situation escalated during the final, again involving the host nation. Senegal goalkeeper Edouard Mendy was subjected to similar interference with Moroccan's ball boys, Edouard, and even played repeatedly handling or removing his towel. One notable incident involved African Footballer of the Year Achraf Hakimi, who was caught on camera taking Mendy's towel. The disruption forces Senegal reserve goalkeeper Yahim Dou to step in and help safeguard Mendy's towel during the match. However, the intervention only worsened the situation as Dou was chased around the pitch as Edouard ball boys before being forcibly removed, leading to further chaotic scenes. Alright, and that's all we have now on the nationwide news at noon on Alayo Online Radio TV. You can follow us on our social media platform, Alayo Online Radio TV. For more, I am Uluwatoyin Elebute. Thank you for listening and good afternoon.
bá ń gbọ́ tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ tó tún milẹ̀ tìtìtìtì ẹ̀jẹ̀ méjì kì í jàṣà ìkànnì Aláyọ̀ rédíò